Welcome into the Comcast Sportsnet Studios. Welcome to Washington Post Live. I'm Russ Thaler. We got tons to get to tonight, including a visit from former Orioles VP of Baseball Operations Jim Duquette. But the Washington Capitals top our headlines tonight after their 4-2 win in Atlanta last night. That puts them 4 points up on the New Jersey Devils for the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. John Keeley is a senior writer for the popular hockey blog On Frozen Blog. John, before we get to the larger league-wide ramifications, did the Caps find their backup goalie for the postseason last night in Semyon Varlamov?
I think they did, Russ. I think the more we see of Semyon Varlamov, the more the evidence mounts that we are actually seeing the future of Washington's net minding. He not only looks like the future franchise goalie, he looks like a difference maker in net. Remember, he's facing shooters he's never seen before, and he is stoning them right and left night after night.
Now, there is a difference, John, between, stoning a struggling Atlanta Thrashers team in a game that means very little to them, to going into the playoffs, possibly a place like Montreal, and dealing with a playoff atmosphere like the Bell Center.
Yeah, but Atlanta's played great hockey of late. The stoning last night included Ilya Kovalchuk, one of the best shooters in the world. We have seen Varlamov really play elite hockey no matter who he's playing against. So I think Washington hockey fans should be very excited. They should not have any notions about a goalie controversy. Jose Theodore is the guy for the postseason here, particularly for a team that wants to have a deep run in the postseason. You do that with a veteran. You don't do that with a 20-year-old rookie.
Yeah, and let's talk about Jose Theodore a second, because the Caps, where they are in second place in the Eastern Conference right now, it looks like it's either going to be the Rangers or probably the Canadiens in the first round of the playoffs if they keep that #2 spot. Jose knows Montreal as well as anybody. Yeah, and, again, there's no such thing as an easy playoff series in NHL, but considering where we were about 10 days ago or 2 weeks when people in Washington went, is it going to be Pittsburgh in the first round? Is it going to be the Flyers? All of a sudden, Montreal's very, very beat up. The Rangers have been struggling. Relative to those two Pennsylvania clubs, I'd prefer to see Montreal or the Rangers. Yeah, absolutely, for the Washington Capitals. Anything else you want to see them shore up before the end? We wanted to see them play 60 straight minutes of strong hockey. Now, last night they waned a bit in the second period before coming back strong, and Varlamov had a lot to do with the fact that they were able to hold on there and able to get that goal to make it 4-2. But what else are you looking for in just these last 2 games to make you feel even more confident about this team? Well, Russ,
we're getting a lot of comments on our side about the Caps winning ugly, and I know there's some concern about that. But I tell you what, for me, winning ugly means winning, and I'll take 16 ugly wins in the postseason just fine. Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, last night in Atlanta, one of the stories coming out had nothing to do with what was going on the ice, John. It's what the Atlanta Thrashers organization did on their Jumbotron. Now, we've seen it at Caps games and at other games. You put up videos that might poke fun at somebody on your own team, make fun of, Alex Ovechkin's gap tooth or whatnot. But the Thrashers went out and put together a video that, in part, poked fun at Alexander Ovechkin specifically. This is our viral video for the night, John. I want you to take a look at it and then tell me what you think. So let's roll the viral video. This is from last night on the Jumbotron at Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Ron Hainsey of the Atlanta Thrashers. There's a growing epidemic that reaches far back and still poisons our airwaves today, and that no one is immune from. Hockey players doing bad commercials.
That's the way I like it.
I'm here to pick up my new BMW. A&L really took good care of me because of, who I am.
The Penguins PR guy made me do it.
With today's technology, there is no hiding the shame and embarrassment that has been or can be inflicted on you. With no signs of slowing down, this epidemic has reached even the game's brightest stars of today.
Your job, you're created. Edison Motors. Your job, you're created. Over 600 cars, trucks, subs. Are you listening, man?
There is a way you can help. Visit YouCanAct.com for tips on how you can prevent becoming victim of a bad commercial. Get a better agent. Talk to a friend. Or perhaps just don't do it at all. Do your part to stop the shamefulness.
Ovi, next time, call me.
Edison Motors. Your job, you're created.
All right, so that's what the Atlanta Thrashers put together for last night's game at Phillips Arena. Here's how Bruce Boudreau reacted afterwards.
I wasn't a big fan of that. I mean, if they want to mock their own players, fine, go ahead and mock their own players like that. But people pay a lot of money for these commercials, and I didn't think it was in very good taste when they did this stuff with Alex.
All right, John, what did you think of the video? What did you think of what Bruce had to say?
Well, that was the first time I'd seen it, Russ, and when I watched the coach last night after the game, you could tell he was angry, but I tell you, I didn't see anything malicious there. I didn't think it was particularly funny, but I'm not really sure what the coach was all that upset about. I'm wondering if he maybe just is a little bit weary about Ovechkin being in the spotlight, controversy after controversy, week after week, and maybe he's really just trying to put down a marker saying, let's focus on the hockey.
Yeah, although Alex seems to thrive in that environment, whether it's controversy or a big-time hyped-up matchup. That seems to be what Ovi likes the best.
Yeah, I mean, when the camera's on him, whether it's in the arena or he's filming something for TV, he just relishes that, and you see that again here. I bet if you put this tape in front of him, he'd probably chuckle, and I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's more than a day story.
All right, John Keeley, senior writer for the popular hockey blog On Frozen Blog. John, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Russ.
All right, next headline tonight.